Welcome to Happy Hour. I'm Crystal and thanks for hanging out with me. My drink of the day is this Angry Orchard hard cider. It is apple ginger flavored. This is not usually my typical kind of drink, as you probably know because you've seen my other videos, hopefully. I have a friend who really likes this stuff. She requested it for a little dinner party thingy that I was having a few weeks ago, and there was some left over, so I decided to try it. It's not bad. It's not my favorite drink ever. So if you are new to my channel, then welcome. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. There are links like down below or in the little box right over here. There's going to be a link as well. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up because that would be pretty awesome as well. And otherwise, just grab your favorite snack or beverage and let's get started. The topic of our video today is my Birchbox unboxing for the month of April. I was actually surprised to get this as early as I did because typically they've been coming reasonably late in the month, which I don't love, so I was really happy to get it this early, but I was, like I said, a little surprised to open my mail and there's this present in there. So for those of you who are not familiar with Birchbox, it is a monthly subscription box. It's around $10 a month. I can't quite remember, but I will have that linked below, as well as a link for you to subscribe to Birchbox if you would like. The link is gonna give me Birchbox points, but I don't get any money from it or anything like that. So the front of the box this month is very floral themed, and it says it's Birchbox plus the Rifle Paper Company, which I believe, it sounds familiar. I think it might be a stationery company. I don't know. But if it is, it explains the floral motif, because stationery to me is typically very floral and whatnot. So I'm excited to see what's in this box, because if they're partnering with a stationery company, which again, I could be wrong, I'm curious to know what's in that box. So it does come with a little card that has a 20% off at riflepaperco.com. And it's so it says it's exclusive for Birchbox subscribers, and it's valid through the end of the year, which is a really long time since this is April. Most of the time you get an offer code in a box like this, it's the end of the month or maybe another month after, but that's it. You don't get through the end of the year, so that's very impressive. The little card that comes with it this month is very pretty. It has, a bunch of flowers and stuff on it. It says that the editors of this box have assembled it to make you feel pretty, polished, and effortlessly put together for all of your springtime adventures. So it talks about the vibrant floral motifs of the Rifle Paper Company, and that's all that's on this card. Let's get into it. The other side has the list of the products that's actually in here, so we'll be using that as a reference. The first thing that's in here is this hand cream from the company Taka. I think that's how you say their name anyway. It is the color Giulietta or Giulietta, depends on how you say that. It starts with a G, so sometimes that's a hard G and sometimes it's a J, I don't know. And the description of the scent is pink tulip and green apple. So I don't think I've actually tried any hand creams or anything from this brand, but I know that I have some from this brand because I just recently put a sample in my handbag. This is what the bottle looks like. It's really cute. It is 1 fluid ounce or 30 ml, so it's a typical size for a hand cream sample, I think. This is probably considered a deluxe size sample. And it does not say what a full size is, how much is in the full size product, but a full size is $20, so probably more than this, I would think. It is loaded with natural botanicals. It's green apple and pink tulip lotion, absorbs in a flash. So I will be curious to see how it goes. Next thing in this box is from the company Marcel, and it is a 3-in-1 micellar water solution, and I'm having a hard time reading it because it's a clear package, but it says stuff on it, so I'm trying to read it while I sit here. So this is, as it says on the cap, a Birchbox exclusive. This is 50 ml or 1.7 fluid ounces, so that's a fair size for a cleanser type thing. I assume that that's what you're supposed to use it for. Yeah, it gently cleanses, effectively removes makeup from both your eyes and your face, and it soothes the skin. So again, it does not say how much is in a full size, but a full size of this is $21, and it also includes some natural ingredients like aloe and cucumber. The next product is this hair stuff volumizing lifting spray. It's from company Parlor by Jeff Chastain. I've never heard of this company before, but I like anything that's supposed to give amplified body and a boost of height in my hair. Too bad spraying on this doesn't give me a boost of height in general, because I am far shorter than I would like to be, and I would love a boost of height, but whatever. I guess a girl can't have everything. So this is also, it's 30 ml, which is 1 fluid ounce, and it is, let's see, a full size is $24, and apparently it uses marshmallow root to give your hair instant volume and lift. I've never heard of marshmallow root being in anything. I don't really know what that is, because up until this very moment, I thought that marshmallow was a completely man-made product and therefore doesn't have a root. Let's give this a little whiff and see what it smells like. So it smells a little like it's like a fresh scent, but it's kind of like the sort of fresh scent that you get in a perfume. So it doesn't smell bad, at least that's a plus. I hate when I smell, if I spray stuff on my hair that has a smell that is nasty. Not a fan of that at all. So you're supposed to use this on partially dried hair, so whether you air dry or blow dry a little bit, and then you spray it on your roots or wherever volume is desired, and then you finish with a blow dryer and style as usual. So usually the way that I use things like this is that my hair will be wet, and I'll put in things like my leave-in that has heat protectant and UV and all that stuff. And then I'll put in some sort of like style extender thingy. So like the from Living Proof, like I use the Prime style extender a lot. So I put those in and I'll like comb it through my hair. And while I'm doing some other stuff with like my face, like doing moisturizer and that kind of thing, I'll let that kind of air dry and soak in. And then I usually go in with something like this, spray it, and then blow dry my hair. So that's what I'll use this like, and hopefully we'll see how it stacks up with some of the other things that I really like that do the same kind of thing. One thing to note is it's not like a sea salt spray, which is what I typically use, so I'm also curious about how it will compare to those. I know that those aren't the big hair thing this year, but I really like them because it gives weightless grit to my hair, and that's really what I'm looking for when it comes to things like volume and that sort of thing. So the next thing in this box is from Dr. Jart, and it is called Liftra, and it is a contour cream. There's tiny print on here that I can barely read. It says, revitalize looking skin and improves elasticity and firmness. Like, seriously, that's so tiny. I don't even know if you can read it in the camera. It's so tiny. This is 5 ml or 0.17 fluid ounce, so it's very tiny, and I'm curious what a contour cream is, because normally, like, when you think of, at least when I think of contour, I think of like something colored that is going to, you know, kind of chisel shit out on my face. Let's read the card and see what it says. So a full size, which this is obviously not, is a full size is $60. So this high-tech, first of its kind, collagen producing cream visibly firms, lifts, and plumps skin. So let's see what it looks like, because I'm really curious. I'm hoping it's not colored, because usually if you get a mass, like a blanket colored something that's for something like contouring, it is not the right color for me, because as you can see, I almost matched the snow that is almost non-existent. I'm not gonna squeeze very much because apparently this may be worth a lot of money, who knows. So it comes out, it is white. It's a little, there you can see that little dot right there. And I'm rubbing it out on my hand. I don't expect to feel anything other than, I mean, my hand where I just put it feels very soft, so that's a plus. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research into this because nothing on here and nothing on the back of the product, everything that is possibly directions on the back of this product is in Korean. So I have no idea how you're supposed to use this. Like, are you supposed to only put it on like your contour areas that you would normally do with a colored powder or a cream? Or are you supposed to put it all over your face? Or what? Like, I have no idea. So I'm gonna have to look into this stuff. The final thing in this box is from Laura Geller, and it is a blush. It's a baked blush and brighten in the color Tropic Hues. So I actually think that I just bought a full size of, not this color, but of something in this line during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I say I think because it literally just came in the mail like yesterday, and so I haven't actually looked at it because I was busy playing with the other things that came in that package. But I haven't had a chance to try it at all. So I can't comment on how I feel about this product in a general sense from an application standpoint. However, it is a beautiful color. You can see right, I feel like the camera doesn't quite do it justice. It looks a lot more washed out than it does in person. It's a very like peachy, kind of almost corally color. It's got some darker colors mixed in there. It does have a little tiny wee half a mirror, which I guess if you were a Barbie doll and you were using this, you could use that mirror. I don't know. I mean, like, I have no idea. It's just a tiny lid, so I don't know really how one would see enough of their face to apply blush, but that's fine. It's a sample size, so whatever. Let's just have a little swatch of this. It feels really nice and kind of smooth. The color that it comes off as is really pretty. So that's what it looks like. And again, hopefully this comes off on camera like the way that it is in real life, because it's just really beautiful. It's it's honestly the kind of color that I gravitate towards with my blush, because I like a bright blush some days, but other days, like, I just want something subtle to give a little color back to my cheeks. So I'm gonna swatch this in my hand, and this is what it looks like. You can see it's just like kind of a subtle color, and if I blend it out, which obviously normally I would not do with my finger like I'm doing now, but when I blend it out, it's still really subtle. I still like that color a lot. So I'm excited to try this out, and just feeling it and seeing what the color is makes me excited to try the other one that I just got as well. This is 0.04 ounces or 1.2 grams. A full size is $28. Okay, so a full-size product is 0.16 ounces or 4.5 grams. Again, this is 0.04 ounces or 1.2 grams. And as a comparison, this is what the full size looks like. So you can see you get quite a bit more with a full size. It's a fair amount, I think. Let's just have a little look at this one while we're in here. So again, the full size has like a half a mirror, which is, I guess, a half a mirror with this full size. You could, if you tried really hard, you could do your blush in it. So that's a big plus. You can see the difference in colors between, again, this is the sample size that I got, and it's much more like corally and peachy. And then this is the full size that I actually bought, which is it's got more brown tones in it. So you can see kind of what the two of them look like side by side right there. This one is the full size honeysuckle, and then this is the sample size in the Birchbox of the Tropic Hues. So I would say I like them both. This is an exciting product to get in a box, and I'm really glad that I didn't get the same size, the same color that I had already purchased, because that would have been sad. So that's everything in the box and for this video today. Make sure to give this a big thumbs up if you liked it, And again, don't forget to subscribe to my videos. I do unboxings all the time. I do regular uploads for you guys. So I would love for you to do that. And otherwise, please leave any comments you have or anything like that. So cheers until next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.